So
which
this is
is
Julia, and you're from where?
I am from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
And she's training Panda, the brat. So, and she's training us actually.
That's right. It's training the humans, not the dogs, as much.
And the issue that we're having is for the barking, the demanding barking, right?
So when a puppy is in a puppy's place, that they'll start to demand attention by barking. We call it demand barking. If they were in a pack, the elders within that pack would interrupt that, not engage in it. But they also, your body language mirrors what they're doing. So their eyes wouldn't be directly on them. You'd have your can, whether I'd have multiples, one sitting here, one in another room, because you just want to pick it up and have the word that you're going to pair to it, which I recommend stop.
Yes.
Your eyes, do not stare at them, because that just makes it worse. The first time you try to just shake, pair it with stop. Eyes move away, your body language changes, and then when they do, good, stop. Remember, your marker word good is as important, but with the command.
Gotcha.
Good, stop.
Good
so they
stop.
start to understand that the demand barking is not going to get you to walk over and go, what do you need? What do you want? Do you want a treat? What's wrong? If that
I'm bad
happens,
for that.
then the demand barking.
I'm the bad dad because I'm a softie.
So you have to determine, because certain things, if you don't want them to happen at all, you have to be black and white. It's kind of like if we change the red light to have a different meaning today, and the green light has it, then we'd have chaos. So
Gotcha.
dogs are the same way, because in a dog pack, their rules don't change. They really have strong boundaries to keep them all safe. So that's what you're first doing. Secondly, then you were talking about the biting.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you remember me telling you to do on that? And then we'll add.
What was that?
Putting you on the spot.
So when does the biting happen?
A lot, but normally
When she plays, she's even like constantly trying to bite at me as a play.
Right. They would puppy to puppy. They would not puppy to elder.
when she gets mad the most is
when I'm
when
walking.
gets up in the morning,
She
walking
gets
down the hallway, and she's nipping
Right.
at her
So
legs.
that would get another dog playing if they were with another dog. They nip at the feet. They nip at the legs. Now the elder, they wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
The elder would actually have a space, that hula hoop space I talk about. You would set the dog up knowing, okay, I know it's kind of the timeline you're going to do this. So it could be in the morning, it could be walking down the hall, and you have your can ready. And you're going to say stop. Now you can't confuse them, and some days it's okay to do that.
Yeah, so
Or I toss my feet around, or I play with my hands. I've got to really have a black and white rule. If I want them to play, then that becomes a different cue.
So in other words, there needs to be play time, and we have to define that with, like for her to automatically grab that can, walking down the hallway, and stop.
And
say
set
stop.
it up as a staged moment. And
Right.
I always say staged because we're setting it up. Just like when you're driving a car, they didn't do it randomly anywhere, hopefully. They put you in a back parking lot till you got the idea. So it was staged.
Mm-hmm.
You're staging a puppy for the environment that with your rules and boundaries. The first one is never let their teeth be on you, even if you don't mind. For them, you've got to teach them teeth never touch skin.
All right, so I'm the guilty one because I'm always willing to play fight.
Yeah, and I'm telling him, I told him like to stop letting her do that.
Well, we'll define it.
So when I'm sitting down and she now this is one thing I'm bad is when she demands attention, I give her the attention.
She'll bark.
I'll let her, nip and play fight, and or she wants to play cat fetch. But also when she plays fetch, when she comes back, she'll if she wants you to like fight to get the toy back, and she'll not like be mean, but play bite you when you're trying to get the toy from her, and then she wants you to throw it. But I'm guilty of letting her do whatever she wants.
So you want to turn your playtime into playtime with words and teaching behaviors. So just like if I had a kid in the room and we were roughhousing, you would teach them don't punch me, don't bite me, don't kick me. And we can roughhouse.
Kind of like how I
how
tell
that
our
has to
granddaughter,
look.
no playing at the table. When we're at the table, it's not playtime, it's eat time.
So you have the same thing with dogs. So we have to teach them that because their body language, which they have 450 different movements. So they're teaching their pack by movement, body language, sound, and eyes. We have to do the same thing. So we're pairing it with a word. We're making sure our body language mirrors, I don't like that.
Right.
Then when you want to play, so get your toy. I don't know, you can hold the phone right.
Oh, get
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or set
Here.
it up where it's in the room and you're in front of it.
Here. I'm usually have to sit here.
Okay. So you want to come up with a word that engages. Now it might be different because I'm standing here, but come up with a word that's play. If the teeth goes to your hand, you drop, you stop. You're not
Right.
playing. Then you pick it back up and engage. So that could be
Gotcha.
off. If it's on my leg, any of that, you stop.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely going to be a lot of consistent behavior from us.
Right. So what word would you use to engage?
Panda.
So that's name response.
Right, that's name response.
So you want to think,
Come on,
let's play, let's play,
let's play. Panda, let's play.
So with me here, it's going to change it.
Right.
But that's right there is where you want to start teaching. There's a
Okay.
word.
Playtime
That's
or play.
involved.
Let's
Needs
play.
to be-
Because if you have kids in the picture and they have toys in their hand, if I don't make it clear, then they're going to go for the toys because that is no different.
So it's the same concept as if you want to have a disciplined kid, you have times. Like morning time is
You have a whole routine
Right,
with rules
routine.
and boundaries and
routines,
manners.
and that will eventually equal to consistency. For I guess what I'm trying to say is
It gives them a
gives them
clear
discipline. They're disciplined.
right, and that when you're training, you want to think about it as days and weeks.
Yeah.
So we would kids too. So you want to be clear at what you're going to train, prepare for it, and how you're going to communicate it. That's all body language paired with words. And so each thing I train, even if I'm teaching a dog to hug, I teach them what that means, and I make sure I don't reward random jumping.
Right.
Because now I'm teaching, I'll ask for the
Yeah.
hug.
I'm
Or
the
I'll
guilty.
ask for
I'm
the
definitely
play.
the guilty one in this whole relationship because I let her do whatever she wants.
That's why I'm glad you're here today, is because you could get some
Because it
insight.
gets confusing then. And
Because
so-
I'm working at night, so he's here a lot by himself now
Let her do
instead
whatever
of
she
the other way around. So now he needs to know, like, kind of what you've been going
because
through with
that's
me.
a typical dog's life. That's what happens. And then a lot of parents will say he's stubborn, he's not listening. Well, we don't even give him what we give a 2-year-old child. In repetition and what the rules of, keep your hands off the table. So words are really important. Body language when we're talking to them is important, but if you're doing signals and things, that comes later. So
I think she knows we're talking about her.
oh yeah, I think that makes a difference. So that part's so you want to define this so that you guys lay it down to because same with the biting on you. So you've got to.
But I got to be the same too because it doesn't bother me. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But I got to be consistent in the mornings. There's no biting.
You
when
want to
we're
add a
walking
word
down
to
the
that.
hallway.
Stop or off.
Stop.
Now remember, if it's been rewarded, like puppies get rewarded for jumping all the time until they're big, and then all of a sudden nobody wants the dog jumping.
Mm-hmm.
But you've been rewarding it 6 months, 10 months, 11 months, and now I want you to stop. We take almost 3 months before we can get a new behavior replacing an old. So we have to give them repetition, 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 repetition with a word like off. Good off. The biggest part of the secret here is not just interrupting a behavior, but rewarding what behavior you want.
Right.
Just like us. If I sat down, somebody was training me something, and all they did was interrupt to tell me don't do that, and then they didn't show me what to do in
Yeah.
replace, and then reward me for that.
Ooh.
That's where
Yeah.
they get stressed.
Right.
So sometimes the intensity increases. They start nibbling more, barking more. All that gets because it's not working. What was working before isn't.
Yeah.
So remember when you're training this, just the biggest take on this is have a word, get ready for your playtime, engage like you did before, but when the bite hits the skin, you just freeze and say, And that's the marker word that says don't do that, paired with the command. Off. Because you're teaching
Okay,
don't
gotcha.
be on my skin.
Okay.
Stop is going to be stop, interrupting with the toss can, or clap up
Yeah.
my hands, or stomp on my foot. But what has to come after that? The mouth
Good.
goes off my feet, then what?
Good off.
Good stop.
Good stop.
Or good off. So
with the
off
treat,
will be
right?
the teeth on the skin.
With the treat for a
so
while.
let's go
Yeah.
through this one again.
Okay.
So if I have a puppy going for my shoes or my shoelaces or my pants, I put them on purposely in my stage session. I get ready to move around. Now I've been allowing it for whatever months. I know I may have to do this for a few weeks. And that's why I want to set it up. They go from my feet. I interrupt it. Off or stop. This one will be stop.
Stop, yeah.
Then you have to say, when the mouth gets off the shoe, good, stop. You got to let them know
That it was good.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
With the treat, right? Good stop with the treat.
intermittently with the treat.
Okay.
So
Not-
that helps keeps their sanity down at a normal, because
Okay.
if I just keep interrupting,
She's gonna associate everything with the treat.
well, not just that. No, it's okay with the treat. It's about not having the treat visual.
Gotcha.
It's also about using the good off paired with the reward. So the
Okay.
reward follows, but it comes after I've said good off.
And she stopped.
And then I can reach in my pocket,
Okay.
then give the treat.
So we should probably carry some treats or have
In your
treats closer
pocket.
by to us, at least like maybe.
Well, in this particular,
It's
you're
in our
staging
pocket.
your event,
yeah.
both of them. So you're already ready. Got my treats ready. I'm going to do this in this session. I'm going to go walking down the hall knowing what I'm going to probably get. Pair the interruption with the word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the behavior from the dog to move mouth off, because that's my body. Good off. So that would be down the hall. Then I've got maybe sitting. That's another stage.
Mm-hmm.
Sit, got my shoelaces on, got everything here. Starts coming over for the shoelace. Then I'd go, shake the can off.
Mm-hmm.
Now what should my eyes be doing? Staring at him? At her?
No. Just
What?
just look and say off,
Looking
and
with
then
a side view.
side.
It's more of a side view. When it gets to be where
yeah, because
it's-
I noticed
it's
that when I
intense.
tell her when she plays too much with the bite, and I go no, and
Same
then
stink eye
but
you
if I
give me.
stare at her and do it, if I stare at her and tell her no, then she'll bark at me and she'll continue on. So yeah, so I get where you're coming from with that, like no, and then she'll stop, and then kind of like let it go. Right.
To you
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Humans are a little different. Just a
No, she
little.
doesn't. She does that to me. She gets sick of you right now. She won't look at me. Just,
And that's kind of what the dogs do to each other as elders.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then they'll come in after they've given many warnings and they'll correct them. So that throw can is where if it didn't work in the
Yeah, we
tray,
got to get
I
like
would
one for
drop
the
it.
bedroom from when we walk in and out, one there, and then one maybe over here in this section, since these are the 3 sections.
And what's the most important part of the training whenever you're teaching a word paired to a behavior? And how do you have to end that? What-
The good,
so-
good with the
good
word,
with
so
it. I repeat
acknowledge
that
it.
good,
because-
good off or good stop, right?
Whatever the
you word,
command's
you word.
going to be.
Whatever-
Good needs to be paired with
Whatever
even
she-
if it's good. What if it's good though? What if she does something good? Like if she you did train her good where we learned that touch and sit, and I always say
Feel good with the
girl.
place
I always
now,
say
too.
good girl, and I give her a treat.
So good touch.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
sit. Because if it keeps it for them a repetition. Remember, they don't.
They do
speak
understand.
words.
So just
Yeah.
but we might simplify it.
But if I just kept it good, like I tell parents, that's why I say what gets really destroyed, because what parents I'll hear them do and we don't do this with each other. We go stop doing what you're doing. We actually tell a child.
All right.
But with
Sentence. A
dogs,
full sentence.
People go or
And-
good. Well,
Yeah.
what's good?
Yeah.
And that's why I said to you, babe, she's not, because she'll do that sometimes, and she'll give a full sentence. It's too bad.
I used to do that. I
You've
used
done
to,
that recently. I've said, babe, she's not going to understand a word you just said.
no, I used to do that. I haven't done that full sentence thing in a while.
Yeah, I noticed you're better with that. She's gotten good with her words, so.
I have gotten better.
I mean, dogs are smart, but they're not going to.
This is the kid he's talking about. I was talking to her like she was human. Shut up! I don't do that anymore.
They do eventually in a full
They-
sentence
you're right.
if you're teaching it.
You're right, 100%
They
right.
actually can start to learn a lot.
I
It's
agree.
that we move too fast through their training. We don't pair it to the behavior we want. And we don't think that they're not even a verbal speaking animal. They're sound and body language. So, and even smell. So if somebody's going to be aggressive, they can actually smell
When
that.
she wakes up in the morning, man, you know, she is full blown 100%.
Raring to go.
Happy that she woke up to the beautiful world and ready to just go to town on all her toys, our legs, and food.
So you could actually teach her even to grab certain toys. Start that. I mean,
She is learning
that's
the
really
ball.
good
She knows the
because
ball.
She does fetch
get
with
a
the
few
ball and
items
stuff.
start with that. You could actually get those sound devices. Have you seen those? They're touch pads. You haven't seen
Oh
those?
yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, one dog right now that I've been watching has like 400 touch pads.
What? So she
Yes.
knows 400 words.
Yeah,
Or
she'll
he,
say,
or
I
whatever.
want my mom to call, and hits the button, and then the button that will get at work for her to call.
What?
That's
I
smart.
want to go out. So that's why
Whoa.
I said they can process,
Yeah.
but it just
They
takes
can't.
a
I
little
know.
bit.
I know that.
So you start with one.
This is like my fifth or sixth dog. I'm a dog lover. I like it. And even as bad as I am, meaning I'm not a disciplinary dog parent. I don't spank. I don't yell. I don't do none of that stuff. I do simple. I always did simple things like no. You know, like
See, this
that.
is her right now, like wanting what? Attention, right?
Well, we're supposed to. We normally are doing.
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let's
maybe
work
that's
some
what it-
stuff. You show me some stuff you have. Switch hands.
Okay.
Let me see what you have been doing. Whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Well, do the touch.
You've done the
Oh,
touch.
yeah, I've done the
It
touch.
looks like have you done the weight at the gate?
I have done the weight, but I'm still in the beginning phases of the weight because I haven't done it that much. We can
Okay,
work
what
on
about
that. We
place?
can work on that. Place, she's doing good with place.
Well, let's see it.
Okay.
Do your
Place,
touch first.
place.
Oh.
Good place.
Now, place we usually put on a map. You're
Yeah,
doing it at a
she's-
spot with you.
Well, I was putting it on the map, but we'll see if she'll go here. Panda, place, place, place.
That's good.
Good place.
And then you can
Good break,
build a
break,
stay up there.
break.
Are you working on
Break.
stay with
I
her
know,
on that?
And just stay. It's just stay now. Stay with her and then try to walk away.
Yeah, but you gotta have the leash on if you're practicing that. So you don't want to do a stay and walk away because she'll just get up and
Right,
follow you.
Right.
You got to do your first stay in the room
Good
where you
girl.
can walk around, sit down in the chair.
No,
Open
you
a
see what
book.
she's doing though. She's associating. She wants another treat.
Yeah.
Associating that with a treat.
So that would be stay now. Add the word stay.
Stay.
Good stay.
Good stay.
And then go over and give a treat. And
Good
she's,
stay.
now the thing with this,
Good
you
stay.
don't want to do this and then randomly in her own bed do it.
Okay.
Put her there
Good
and then
break.
let her get up.
Break. Good break.
So that's why sometimes I say have a different spot bed for a place.
Okay.
It's a nice one to use because you can go out in public and have them stay on their place.
I guess what I was leading up to
Yeah.
with my dogs though is I think I've gotten lucky and haven't had too many dogs
Yeah,
have a
that's
ring of bunctious.
Good stay.
The one dog I had that was a
Stay.
little ring of bunctious was my boxer,
Stay.
but I just knew when she switched and wanted to listen to me, even though she was deaf, she listened. You know.
Yeah, it's this.
Stay.
This is
Hannah.
this
Stay.
is a mix of a different breed,
Stay.
so you have to do a little
Stay.
more. But they like
Yeah.
the training because
Good
it gives
stay.
them their job,
Yeah.
so they
Stay.
tend to end up liking it.
Panda.
Yeah.
Stay.
Well, and I feel guilty
Yeah.
because I haven't
Stay.
done any, I haven't listened to you at all.
Okay.
Stay. Stay. Good stay.
Now you can release with the break or the touch.
Good break. Break. Break.
Good.
Good break.
And remember, if you're doing this, like if you go outside or you go somewhere new, you're gonna have distractions, and that leash is your gold. So you can catch the getting up out of the sit or the stay, and get them right back into that spot. So they start to understand it.
Stay. Stay.
The problem is she's so cute.
Stay.
I know.
Stay. Good stay. Good stay. Break. 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 Yay.
I know. She's like, hey, I'm getting the
Good
gold.
break.
Yeah, let me get my treat and then we'll do good break.
That was good.
That was really good.
She's smart. She knows.
She
but-
likes it. That's why she was barking at us.
Yeah,
She
likes
knows that
the
when I get
training
here,
time.
we
Yeah,
do something.
yeah,
you're her treat filled lunch time.
You are. She knows that.
Yep.
She knows that.
I'll have parents
She
that will
knows
call
that.
me online, and we'll be dog will hear my voice.
Yeah.
I had one
Oh,
parent that I
no.
loved, they were watching YouTube, one of my videos.
Yeah.
They sent me a picture of it, and the dog's sitting right in front of the video because
Yeah.
of my voice.
Oh.
And she ran over. I think that would have been a great commercial.
Yeah.
Now, your touch is really a tool that you can give the kids.
Touch.
So
Yeah.
you do want to increase it. Good
Good
touch.
touch.
It's always
Good
followed
touch.
with the treat. This one is always followed with the reward. Because eventually when they hit that target, they'll run across the room and hit the target.
Yeah.
That's what you want to start getting now.
Yeah. Oh, maybe go down the hallway.
Yeah, but you don't always want to have that treat bag in your
Oh,
hand
yeah.
because then if you don't
Put it in your
have
pocket. She'll
they
know.
learn to,
Right? Put it in your
touch.
pocket, right?
Good touch. And because she's a little nervous with people, it's a good one, not for people she doesn't know,
Mm-hmm.
but to
Like
just
maybe
start
mom or
having
his
it.
mom.
So first start doing it back and forth and together. The
Alright.
touch is really important because they'll come to a distance. Remember, I'm backing up. And she doesn't know me very well, so I'm going to use the lure of the food. It's under my finger. Good touch. So that treat can be hidden. But then eventually that treat leaves the hand. And it's the target. And it comes from the pocket. Backing up does what?
It tells her to come. to
Yeah,
you.
because this becomes a recall. You can also get her to
Okay.
come to you or redirect. But it's also fun for kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when the kids are here, before they get here, I would do like name, response, and hide and seek. Go in the
Okay.
other room, call her name,
And never find you.
and have her find you.
Oh, okay.
With the kids, you can reverse that and be like, where are they? And they're hiding.
Okay.
And then you have her go with you, go find them at first. And then the treat's given there.
Okay.
That'll help make her hear her name, look for who's calling, go find them, and get a reward for it.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So that will make
Okay,
the
'cause then
kids
if I'm in another
have
room,
some
too, like,
activities versus
yeah, okay, I like that.
not knowing what to do. So touch is really good. Have them start out in name response with her. Alright, you guys know what your homework is.
Yes.
Okay, we gotta get those
You wanna
shakers, the
repeat
can.
it?
Hide
Yeah.
and seek with the can, and then stop with the shake response when she's doing that biting, and then when we're in the chair, don't stare in her face while we do this, but say no, no. Stop doing what we're doing, stop the play. Make her stop and get,
So
be consistent.
Do you think it'd be a good idea when our granddaughters are here that we tell them that they need to, like come out of their bedroom with us? Meaning, they're going to be staying in this bedroom and we'll be staying in a far one. Meaning, so that way they know that, or she knows to bite them. Like we'll do the can thing while they're walking down the hallway.
by the time
'Cause
they
the
get-
kids aren't gonna
by
do
the
that.
time
They
they
get here,
get
we can have
here,
this
We
down.
should be good. Okay.
and yeah, you don't need to worry about that. When they get here, have her on leash.
Okay.
Start doing
Oh
name
yeah, when
response.
when
Do a lot
your mom
more.
gets here and anybody comes to the door, have
And
her on
start.
a leash.
Are you
so we
already
get her
going
more.
places like over at the?
I haven't
You
really
got to do that now, or she's going to become fear
of people.
imprinted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And where do
don't want-
where do
there's
you
a
suggest we
window
go?
Of time.
To the dog park? Not the dog park.
No, just being around,
Around
different people, getting treats, do
Was
some
getting
training.
treats by so she doesn't get
Dogs.
uncomfortable
You
around
know,
people.
where there's a lot of people is if we walk, if we go to Surfside Pier.
Well, the first place you want to be is where people aren't too far, like the pool.
Okay.
Walk up and down around there.
Okay.
And get your commands happening. Remember, commands in those scenarios keep the.
But
dog
only one of
focused.
us, if I go with her, only one of us needs to be given commands.
Right.
We don't need to
Whoever has the leash in their hand.
Okay. Okay.
And the thing about that, you're teaching her not to focus. I don't want standing and staring. You're going into training around all that distraction. So the focus gets on the handler.
Gotcha.
The confidence builds up because they're having a good experience with all the people. And
Gotcha.
the sounds and the sights. And then when she shows less fear, you go to a little more distraction.
She likes to go after people, by the way.
Well, that's where the leash walking comes in.
Yeah, and that's where
So
you gotta put the
if you
treats.
don't do that, you gotta walk out the door, ask for a sit, go into let's go, have a direction. You're focusing on where you're walking, not what her reactivity is. So if she's being reactive and I stop and freeze, it shouldn't be a stop and a sit. It should be a opposite, let's go. And
Oh.
she should be
Well,
walking.
then,
Barking
okay.
and lunging is fear.
Well, then we need to walk up that sidewalk and just, if we have to veer off, then we veer off.
But remember this: it's not about getting away from it. It's about her learning that you're the handler. You're confident. Okay. You're leading, and you're teaching her a proper behavior with you outside.
Okay.
So when she sees a fearful thing and she reacts, I don't want to stop and correct her for that. I want to say, "Oh, let's go," like I would a child who's frightened of something.
Yeah.
Good, let's go, and praise them up in that environment.
Gotcha.
To build the confidence. So you never go outside without a plan.
Okay.
Or
we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to help each other remember all that stuff.
I'll demonstrate it for you.
I'm usually the one that remembers everything that somebody says, and I'll remember most of what you said, but some things I may. You're gonna have to help me with
it for you because I've never demonstrated.
Well, and then you guys do one video so I can see it.
Okay. All right.
Just short, just so I see technique.
All right.
Showing the technique.
Yeah, so I'll video while she's walking, and vice versa.
Well, and have you describe what you're doing. Remember, your turns are important. Stop and sit is important. Turns have a meaning, so go through it.
Is stop and sit a good idea when people are coming to like kind of tell her like, hey, let people pass by?
No, because if she's frightened and I'm just standing there asking for a sit, I need to get first a relationship of what's happening when we walk outside.
Okay.
When we walk outside, ignore all the monsters.
Right.
Let's go. Have a good time with me.
Okay.
Follow me. And that's why when parents walk like this, the energy, we wouldn't do that with a human being. But we'd all fall down. And if I had a kid, the kid would have had me in the bush.
Yeah.
Right? So I have to be the leader.
Okay.
Look up where I'm heading. Praise her for moving with me.
Okay.
If she lunges or looks fearful, it's let's go. And then when
you do some of that, but you're not consistent. No, I mean,
you guys have about a month left until the brain shifts.
Yeah.
And then the fear factor is in their mind for a reason. Keep them safe. Just like kids, they go through it.
Yeah.
But we don't let them stay there, and we don't stay home and isolate.
Yeah.
Because they won't come out of that then.
We really need to work together to get this down now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys got your homework, because the brain can only handle so long. Do the training sessions for like 4 or 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
and
space time out the day for both of us to walk her together. So.
Like, this is a lot, but look, she's loving it. So she likes training. You know, I'd start having her pick an item and get an item and bring it to you.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Is this for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
gonna be my apprentice.
Yeah, we're going on vacation. We got our little pool for the patio. We're taking her on vacation.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Going in the water. It's a little life vest for her.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. We got her. Also.
Did you have you had her around water yet?
No, not yet. But we
baby pool for
I
her.
was gonna
we
say,
bought a little baby pool. We're gonna fill it up with water out there and get her in it. It's good at taking baths, but I think it'll be even with the baby pool, it'll be a little different.
That's
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why am I shaking your hand?
I know, it's all good.
I'll have you.
We
And
know
let
each
me
other.
see when you
But
get
yeah,
it
I'm glad
on
that you're
video.
here with him today.
We will.
And we
Okay.
got to put our heads together and work together now to get her right, because she's getting there.
Brat.
But I need to do more.
Well,
You're a
look
brat.
at her.
More
She's
together.
funny. She wants to work.
Yeah, she
Not all
does.
dogs. I do you.